Beep. Good. Howdy. I can't hear you. What? Oh, yeah. God, we're grooving. Howdy, Recycle. Howdy, Haze. Good hello. Ah. Let's go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, yeah. Good howdy, Skelly. Grooving. Starting the day off right. You ever sung Woods? Nice. I can't hear a single word you're saying. What? It's true. Did we learn about the rockhopper penguin? Oh, not yet, Skelly. We're just starting. I'm just getting us in the bathtub first. I feel like it's a good idea. It was brought up to me as a very solid point. Why do we not sit in the tub while we learn about things? Is that not a great idea? Because I think it's a great idea. There's a version of this song that I much prefer. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. There's a version of this song that is goddamn fantastic. It slaps. Slaps. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Eversong Wood. That up. You like this version? It's good. It's just good. You know, honestly, the Blood Elves were unnecessarily fantastic with a genuinely beautiful area. I just wish they weren't Horde. Die on that hill. I'm not a Horn main, I'm sorry. Oh, I keep being too late for my goddamn campsite. Why am I the way that I am? That's okay. Oh. I was naked for a split second. I was naked. Don't look. Alright. Going out to YouTube. Ooh.
Oh my god, hi.
Oh, the music is so good. Pull up the rock hopper penguin. Good howdy, Zach. Do they have animal logic, maybe?
Why don't you just go to her YouTube page and look at what...
Because that's asking for too much. It's too easy. World of Warcraft music is too goddamn good. Let's go back.
Hi, Kelly Belly.
Okay. Rockhopper penguin. They don't have anyone that's fairly long. They're all like 2 and 3 minutes. Can I get like a longer one?
That's what she said.
You've been caught in 4K? What happened? Rusty spotted cat is tiny. Because this penguin piques my interest? Okay, we'll do nature on PBS then.
The sand kitties were so cute.
I'm interested to see where this goes.
Stay a while and listen.
Oh my goodness. 9-month resub. Thank you.
In the success at last.
Look at that bro's feet. They're wild.
Is brief.
Oh no. Oh no. Penguins spy in the huddle. Is that it? Is that all we get? Just when it gets good. Come on. Come on. Not the rock hoppers. They just keep getting... Hi, Haro. Hi, Loopy. It's the epitome. It's the epitome of just when I thought I was out, they pulled me right back in. Let's do this again. We'll watch this other one because they were short, so we'll watch 2.
But now she faces an uphill struggle to reach the colony to find a mate.
He really just said, you ain't got no bitch. That's messed up.
Following paths carved by generations of tiny footsteps, she begins the 300-foot vertical ascent.
300? That's actually insane. Hold on. That's like 150 penguins. Brutal.
It's a big ask for a flightless bird less than 2 feet tall.
It's more than 150 penguins. We just confirmed it. Howdy, Viewey.
Some are still struggling to find their feet.
No! Long live. Hold on.
Some are still struggling. Struggling to find their feet.
Long live the king. No! Oh no.
She's got to nail every landing.
These bros got hops though. This is crazy. Goodbye.
Many will fall.
That's it! I can't. Just how calmly he said it. Many will fall. Jesus Christ. This is so brutal. Howdy, Phantom.
Almost.
Oof. Phantom looks like you got a better gaming chair. So when they
Spending
need
6
food
long months at sea.
after
There's just
climbing,
one thing left
how do
to
they get back down?
Take a trip to the penguin spa.
Take a trip to the penguin spa. Hey, I know you just watched 7 of your brothers die. Brothers and sisters die. Just go take a bath. Go take a goddamn bath. You'll be all right. Jesus Christ. So what were the other penguins you said?
Why were there no baby penguins?
The Adelaide penguins or something?
I think there is an I in there somewhere.
Adelaide. Let's watch a short 1-minute Nat Geo on this.
You know what? If you think it's so easy, I want to see you get out of the water like that.
I literally can. That's not a joke.
You pet penguin.
I'm not even kidding. I have done that before.
Oh my god.
It's in the shallow end because I have to spring out, obviously. I can't just swim that fast.
Look at them thick ass necks.
Bro got no neck. Neck game weak. The breakup of 2005?
What? Shut up.
Wow, these penguins are weak. You know the song where they'd walk 500 miles and 500 more? They only do 31. They're not even there. This is ridiculous.
Bubbles would be a pretty mermaid.
I'd be a beautiful mermaid. That's not even a joke. I'm so good at swimming. So my underwater swimming capabilities are fantastic. I'm obviously no Olympian. I'm not even like a high-level professional, but like put me
He's
against a
very
bunch of
agile.
casual people. I am a sea beast. I am fantastic underwater. I swim very fast and I have great lung. I'm just a generally athletic individual. It is fantastic. I get really competitive. You just sprint across the floor underwater. What are you, a skeleton?
I can't even float in water. I'm just fucking in that anything.
I'm here for the jazz. That's it? I was expecting something worse.
Panic boxes. Woman, put that on the list.
Where?
It was on the watch next thingy,
Oh,
but we'll do
okay.
it another day.
Fennec
I
Fox.
want a Fennec Fox day. They're so
Fennec
cute.
Fox is next. I have a link in
I
my
love the
notepad and I don't know
foxes.
where it goes. This is a random link on my notepad. I have no idea what it's for. I do not know where it goes. I have no. This might be a bad idea. I'm just gonna send it.
They're on the work computer.
Oh, what is that? Nope. 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 I'm good. I appreciate the offer. Nope. No, thank you. Goodbye.
I'm just gonna.
That is a no thank you type situation. Hello. Hi. She's harassing the people in the other Discord.
I had
Our
to say hi to
friends.
the boys.
Our friends. Similarly to what Squirrel Girl says, she goes, "My friends are here." She doesn't say our friends are here, and that kind of bothers me. I'm going to be honest with you.
I didn't want to be their friend anyways.
Yeah, right? So. It's cool. I just think it's super fantastic, Ernie. Fantastic! Haha!
You know, it's sounding
Ooh.
like you want to play Rivals.
Haha! No, absolutely not. No. Not right now. Dallas, good howdy. How are you?
I suppose.
How are all of you? How is your time of... Why is there a car? Ah!
Probably Viewey.
Yeah, it's View.
It's usually Viewey.
Excuse me.
Phantom, I will fight you
Excuse me.
again and lose probably, but that's fine. Typing up a damn essay.
Good howdy, everyone. We just learned about penguins. Can you park here? Yeah, it's fine. You're good.
They don't have penguins in
You're
this game,
bored,
do they?
Dallas? They don't. I think. I don't think they do.
They're polar bears.
I suppose.
I suppose.
Huey, that skirt is a little short. You may want to consider doing something about that. I'm just saying. This is a family-friendly stream where we do not so family-friendly things at all times. You silly goose. You Billy of the silly variety. How physically and metaphorically, pedagogically. There you. Of course I'm kidding. Okay. Could be shorter.
At that point, just take them off.
Honestly, no. Well, you see, no, that's not how that works. There's a certain thing, a certain je ne sais quoi about it. It's, you've heard of the term absolute territory? Do you know what that is?
Are you asking me?
Yes,
or
I'm
no?
asking you. Do you know what the
Yes,
absolute
you
territory
told
is?
me about it before.
Yes. So that is why. That's why short is good. Because there's more absolute territory. There is such a thing as too much absolute territory, though. It has to be... It's gotta be... domain expansion? Chimpkin numgies. Exactly. A domain expansion for absolute territory is 10 out of 10.
Hi, Rainbow. Hi, Booty Band.
Weapon damage plus 40%. You know? Huh.
How's that, Booty?
Good howdy, Booty Bandit.
Hey, Booty Bandit probably likes Viewey skirt.
The new bathtub setup you made? Oh, yes. That sounds nice. I like that.
I'm surprised you even look at the messages in game. I keep forgetting. I probably have messages in game, and I don't know how to even check them.
So, Skelly, I'm seeing what you mean here. And I gotta say, have you tried something yet? Have you
What's Meg?
Have you given this an effort? I know you sent me your build. I'm wondering, and this is a huge question, but I'm wondering, what if? Where's Bastille? Please do. Read. Weapon damage plus 40% after being crouched and immobile. Treacherous Tides gives you more damage at low HP. The Sharp Blade Pants give you trigger count plus 1. That's so cool. That's so neat. What if we did this? We did 3 and 3. What if we did 3 and 3? We got this. What happened? Oh, they're talking about Air Obscure. Perfection. Thank you, Booty Bandit. Okay, so we're just gonna try something. We're just gonna try something. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Nothing wildly out of the way. gonna lose our minds yet. We're close to, but we're not gonna lose our minds yet. I have a crazy plan. Losing 10% damage to gain 30%. Surely that's worthwhile, right? There's no way it's not. Let's give that a try. I have the Bastille helmet. Let's go buy it. Armor crafting, helmet, steel. Doesn't matter what's on here. I'm not going to lose sleep over it no matter. Let's do that because. Good howdy, hello.
I think I'm gonna go play Rivals.
Okay, that's fair. Do we know if there's space for us to do things and stuff?
What things?
Gameplay and whatnot? Dungeons and whatnot with RX?
Right now she has Skelly, Beauty, and Nightwalker, so probably not.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll leave it be.
That's what I was saying earlier.
No, I know.
Discord itself is strange.
I wasn't sure if you had asked though.
Oh, no.
Gotcha. Okay, no problem. Alright. We're gonna try something kind of goddamn insane.
I can wait until we ask.
That if you want to play Rivals, it's okay. You can go play. I'm not worried about it. I'd rather you have fun, personally. Because I know that you'll much prefer doing that.
I'm just... yeah.
Yeah. Even if you're getting your ass handed to you, you'll still have more fun.
I'm a masochist, what can I say?
It's true. I was there.
Okay, bye!
Bye. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, so plan ideas to fruition. Gotta put my create drop stuff. Wait. Sure. Much better. Okay. I feel like it's a little big. Is the PNG tuber thing a little bigger? Too big? It's how it feels a little too big. That feels better. Okay. Alright, so let me grab some beverage. Let's grab some eat. So now I'm going to go in a walled off land far to the north. Place down some stuff. We're going to get our heckin' situation set up. I'm doing something really stupid here. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but we're going to find out in about 5 minutes. I probably shouldn't have eaten that yet, but it's fine. Let me take my whims, because these are changing my life in a negative way by not having them. Alright, let's do this. It was a good effort. Alright, this time for real. Ready for the day they add boats? Honestly, just a jet ski would be... I'd be very happy with that. Oh, okay. That was cool. Basically, as long as I'm driving north, I'm driving in the right direction. Off a little bit here. Make my way towards the shore. I've gone to this place so many times. The plan tonight, I need to re-record some ramen-y stuff because turns out the recording that I did do was actually bad and had too much stuff on there and I wasn't able to grab the information off of it like I needed. Howdy, Dassault. Oh! Oh! Pain. Absolute pain. Hi, tree. What? Perfect. Okay. Or a way to make floating territory without the need of ground support to live in the ocean? That would be sick. That actually make me very happy. Grab. Grab. Do I need star stuff? No, I'm just here because I may as well gather it. I may as well gather it while I'm here, I mean. While I wait for my sanity to decrease. And then I gotta put... I do it as well for the gravel. If I can get a camp down here. An underwater territory would be sick. Always wanted one. Something new that they just add. They get kind of wild with it. Good meowdy, Scotty. Hello. I'm gonna try something a little crazy. So, I'm gonna save this real quick. Bastille Brahmin. Aim assist. Weird. Anyway. Nice. Do I reload rampage on these? I do. Attempt finding a boss using critical search. You gotta fully commit to this and find out. Like, go through 3 mags. So shooting a total of 4 magazines. That was 2. This is 3. $40,000 DPS, 1,595,000 damage. It's also using Boomerang Bullet, which gives you more opportunity rounds. So now let's enter Fortress or Bastille mode. So stay crouched and immobile for half a second, enter the Bastille state. Am I currently in the Bastille state? Yes. Nice. That is noticeable. Now let's add in this. I think I'm not critting a whole lot. It's a high crit chance. High crit damage. A lot of weak spot. Surprised about. Not sure where that weak spot damage is coming from. Should really only have bounce and crit. Okay, so now... as long as I'm crouching... basically, as long as I'm crouching, I'm in the Bastille state. At this point, I'm no longer in it. There it is. Pops up. Crouching just keeps me in Bastille, so as long as I'm crouching, I'm getting a damage buff. Which means, let me swap this out to the other bounce one I was using. This case was obviously multi-bounce, but I think I got a bounce version of it. It's wrong. And then I wanted to try. Okay. Now let's see how this one performs. Just gonna get these things to go. It's critical surge. How long does that stay? Just stays. See how how much fewer I'm bouncing? Yeah, the numbers do bounce up to 50k, which is cool. And 183. Interesting. A tremendous damage difference. Crouching. That's huge. Hi, Viewey. This is nuts. Okay, so if I definitely think Bastille is the way to go. I will die on that hill right. Let's do the full thing. I mean, it is a tremendous damage difference. I've never hit this hard before. When things line up, it lines up hard. Let's see what Skelly's doing. 3 Renegade. Okay, so you're doing a weak spot damage. Is it crit weak spot combo? Howdy, occurred. I'm testing some damage stuff real quick with Bastille. Bastille mixed with Treacherous, because you lose a little bit of the weapon damage, but these two do combine. And let me tell you, the damage is kind of crazy. Like if I'm gonna put on the Memento build real quick. And I'm gonna swap out the Renegade pieces for, well, I guess that doesn't matter because I'd have to have 3. Bastille and Lunar server don't. Oh, Bastille's meant for not. So 2 pieces of Bastille just for the reload speed then. And then 3 pieces of Renegade for other thing. Okay, let me switch out to low HP Brown. So no Lone Wolf. Instead you would use... What in the heck? Okay. All weak spot. It's on. That way it's closer to what you got without having to change too much. Sharp blade pants, of course. Need Bastille gloves and boots. Just gonna change out a beats because it doesn't. So 3 Renegade, 2 Bastille, Sharpblade pants. Then let's change this all to be weak spot. So can anyone tell me how to play this game again? Indeed we can, baby. Welcome in. It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Basically, that was my next question. Okay. You played at start and haven't played since the first server reset? Gotcha. Okay. So the main things that you want to focus on right now to get started is to work on getting to electricity. Trying to just get into a server. Okay. So when you log into your character, it's going to put you into Eternal Land. And then on the top right here, you'll be able to select a new server to join. And we'll be joining one fairly soon. This one's actually almost over. Got 12 days left. And then if you'd like to, we can show you how to use a scenario exit card and join us, which would be cool. I'm trying to see how coal furnaces are a pain. Getting electricity is like it's always my #1 go-to for anything. Let's see. Of course, multi-bounce, but we're focusing on weak spot. That does weak spot. There you go. You use crit bounce. I also was thinking about using super bullet because I have a really strong super bullet. I want to see how it performs. I'm going to incorporate the best of both builds here. Wildfire on the D. Steel helmet. Romney's biggest issue is the 75% chance to bounce. Yes, I was actually using. This boomerang bullet because it rolled really well, and it was super good. Good howdy, Smitty. Thank you for the biddy. This boomerang bullet, it gives me boomerang bullet smack. It does. It literally does. It does more. Every instance I've had with a boomerang bullet, it has done more damage. Like, unquestionably. In all instances, boomerang bullet does more because you're bouncing more often. Heck it, I'm just leaving it on. You should be losing damage if you're getting more bounces. Exactly. If I'm bouncing 2 out of 4... If I'm bouncing... We'll just keep it like this. 5 out of 10 shots versus 8 out of 10 shots? Is that not a flat damage increase? Because most of your damage comes from the bounce. Once Human is going well. We played some Dune yesterday, which was really fun. Definitely think it's a great game. Hanging out and trying, which I'm actually really excited about. I think it's going to be nice. It's a precise strike. Interesting. As opposed to momentum up. I mean, precise strike makes sense. 36% weapon weak spot damage, as opposed to. Well, no, I still prefer momentum up. But who am I to not try something? Oh right, this is the non-lunar version. I don't need. Oh my, this is weird. This is real weird. Alright, you use rejuvenating, but I guess it doesn't really matter, as long as it gives weak spot damage. That's better. I mean, rejuvenating is just nice. This quick comeback I have is probably the best one I'm going to have for a while. That's a strong healing fortification, though. That is a much stronger healing fortification. We're going to use that. More weapon damage? Hell yeah. Well, actually, it's not much stronger. This one is actually better. Okay. Well. Insanity. Ridiculous. Precision bounce, of course. That's about as good as it gets. I don't have any others that rolled decently for weak spot damage. Prefer break bounce? Really? I don't think break bounce is worthwhile. Howdy, Yuzu. Welcome in. You're gonna have to actively sell me on break bounce. It'll make dummy damage look way better, but it's not gonna perform nearly as well in the actual game. I definitely need to be convinced about that one. But specifically weak spot damage boost. Interesting. Makes sense. It's a little bothersome to do weak spot damage boost unless if they don't have weak spots though. I'd rather just have the raw weapon damage because that's going to affect my bullet more often than not. Use momentum of precision, precision bounce, precision munitions amplifier on chest. Blue 3 strikes, precision amplifier covered advance. Good god. That's a little different, yeah. I actually have a reload rampage that's really strong. I got a really... You saw this one occurred, right? This reload rampage I got. This absolutely stupid roll. Triple gold, crit damage, weapon damage, and elites. Absolutely ridiculous. We're gonna keep 3 strikes on. Covered advance. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I have to. That's awkward. Hold, please. Yeah, that's not working. Let's try that again. That increased reload speed's nice. Definitely liking the reload speed. Also, Fed, don't get discouraged. I assure you, it takes a very, very, very long time to get good mods. But it's worthwhile. Always worthwhile. But my god, is it a slog. It definitely slaps quite hard. However, comma. Let's compare that to the low HP Romney build. For solo running bosses, you swap out one Bastille for the low egg size. Makes sense. Damage weapon. Rush hour. My gloves are yoke. Gotta fix those. Helmet's good. Chest is good. Pants are good. Ass is good. Weapon. Alright, here we go. The big damage. Now let's see what this is like. First is definitely higher. If the dog didn't block half my shots, this would be amazing. Definitely stronger. I will die on that hill. Alright, I wanted to re-record everything because I was really breathy when I spoke. I want to swap over to recording side of things. Go ahead and begin recording. Let's turn off the music. Let's hit the start recording button. Let's figure it out. Let me get a screenshot of this real quick. Now we got our thumbnail on the way. Alright. Hammer, Romany. I'm using stabilized calibration with double crit. Frugal is another very good calibration to use. You want to focus on double crit. Boomerang Bullet. This is a controversial pick. There's a couple good options here. Boomerang Bullet is my personal favorite. You can also use multi-bounce. Bounces is more damage. A lot of bouncing, so it makes sense that you would do that damage. Also, Super Bullet, which gives you more crit rate and more crit damage, which is also very good. The Brahmini's biggest drawback is that it only has 75% chance to bounce. The Brahmini's biggest drawback is that it only has a 75% chance to bounce on. Want to get that as close to 100 as possible. I think that is more damage. More bounces is more damage. Secondary weapon, I'm using the Bingo. Rapid shot style. Want to get those out quickly. Don't want to be stuck on this weapon for too long. Vulnerability amplifier is the only mod to use. There is nothing else. Long axe for my melee weapon. Final territory to give me more damage speed after it ends. It's a longer lasting buff. Armor. I am using 2 pieces of Lone Wolf, 3 pieces of Treacherous Tides. Key item is the sharp pants. Helmet. Using Momentum Up Lunar. This is a low HP version of the build. High HP version afterward. Mask, I'm using Precision Bounce. More bounces is more damage. This is good. You want to get a keyword suffix to get more bounce damage and more damage. Romany hits weak spot. This is ultimately a crit damage build. On the gloves, using crit amplifier. More crit rate, more crit damage. Can't ask for more. Boots, we are using Rush Hour. Low health is more damage. We're low health, therefore we do more damage. Chest piece. Enduring Shield. Same thing, you want crit damage, weapon damage, damage against enemy types. It's HP. Blade Pants. This key item you want to use Reload Rampage on if you're running dungeons, because you're gonna fight a lot of enemies. Again. Sharp Blade Pants. Going to want to use Reload Rampage if you're running Securement Silos. If you're not running Securement Silos, you're going to want to use Critical Surge. More crit. This is for single target. Critical Surge is for single target. Reload Rampage is for AoE type situations. My Cradle buffs. Anti-phase. It gives us more damage with sniper rifles. This is a sniper rifle. Rapid Aid, because even though my health is low, I don't want to die. Deviant Energy Defense. Even though my health is low, I don't want to die, and this gives me a shield. Tactical Combo. Often reload, often switch weapons. This is nice. Heavy Strike. because we use Fortress Warfare to gain more damage. Deadly Combo. We bounce. Bounce do more damage. Bounce good. Bounce Rampage because we do bounce. Bounce do more damage. Bounce good. Steady Hand because we activate Fortress Warfare often. That's it. Chaotic Thoughts. Chaotic Thoughts may be good. I'm not sure if I even want to include this. Alright. Howdy, Jayhawk. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. We are currently recording our new Romany video. So that is the gear. That's the cradle. For your deviation, you want to use Lone Wolf Whisper, Lunar Oracle specifically. This is going to give you increased weapon damage when it hits something, which is delightful. We like increased weapon damage because our weapon does damage. Therefore, more damage. Alright. Nice. That felt good. That felt like a good recording. Let's get everything turned back on, shall we? Alright. Hey, good timing. We are starting a YouTube channel. It's fantastic. Ooh, coming back to Bravely Default music? God damn. That's how you do it. Alright, so let's go show this off. We're gonna run... I'm not doing Tree, and Tree's a bad showcase of the Brahmani. Just gonna jump into Alpha. Alpha is always my go-to. Everything. I don't know why. I just like Alpha. It makes me happy. And then you get, I can never remember the name of the speedrun timer that I installed. One of these days. It's just a normal speedrun thing that everybody uses. Legend of Pirates Online. I forgot I had that installed. Oh no. Not just called timer. No, it's not called speedrun timer. Oh man, I don't know what it's called. Live split. There we go. One of these days I want to remember live split. I don't have... Apparently it's not installed on my computer anymore. Okay, whatever. We'll get there. Doesn't matter. We'll need it. So we're going to run through a dungeon. We're going to record that run. And then from there, do a pro version because I just don't want to run on it. So there. Let's swap back to the recording one. Turn off this. All right. I guess I can leave it on anyway. This whole section gets muted. I can at least give you some form of entertainment while we do this. Damn, that's a strong start to the showcase right there. Disrespectful. Oh yeah, that's going in the video. Oh yeah. Oh man. Our optimal strategy is coming along real nicely here. What happened to the turret? And where did the elite enemy go? Howdy, Sig. That was a good showcase of this gun. I want to run it one more time because I just genuinely do not believe that we were just missing half the enemies for some reason. Did you notice that? Maybe it's because I'm just too used to not Nightmare. No, this is still Pro, yeah. The enemy should have been there. I feel like we were missing two of the elites. So, keep in mind, we're only showing the first run. We're not recording this one anymore. Speedrun strat. Sig, how are you doing? How is the life treating you? How is the everything? How's your time of day? I'd like to know all of the things, because it's very good to see you. Yeah, the turret's just not there. Why is the turret not there? Is it gone for solo? That seems not right. I think it's RNG? Well, that's crazy RNG to not get it twice in a row. Well, regardless, we got really good footage from that. Alright, so now let's go fight a boss. Alright. I think Shadowhound is a good choice for this. I already have, actually. Perfect. Monolith of First. The Monolith of a Ball. Oh! Zafudu. Alright, give me that bread. Take a double jump. That sounds nice. That was cool. Oh! Calculated. Alright. Pro mode Shadowhound. We are going to go off the damage. You got your Kuma Wing breaking 500k with the triple shot bingo buff? Hell yeah. Very nice. Hello? I also forgot something. Unavailable due to low durability. Huh? What does that even mean? Oh, there we go. Now it works. There we go. All right. Apparently my turret's too far to hit it. It's awkward. This is such a cursed run. We're definitely redoing this. This has been very cursed. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Let's try that again. Ay, ay, ay. So many bullets? That's the turret. So when you have a shadow shift turret, it mimics the what was I saying? It mimics the weapon in your hand. Oh, there we go. And when it mimics the weapon in your hand, well, fun things happen. Also, I learned Reload Rampage is very good against Shadowhound because Shadowhound summons ads. Which is kind of nuts. I didn't think about that. He really went into his invulnerable phase just as I was shooting that. We gotta run it again. If you're wondering, yes, I want it to be a perfect run. This is currently far from perfect. Which RNG is a bit dependent on it being a perfect run, but it's about showing off the build, right? You're awesome at the tank game mode. I'm assuming you're playing D. Steiny. That's a cool bathtub. I want that one. Without all the death and decay, but I want that one. Ew. It almost looked like they were pulsating. It was gross. Not about that life. Between you and me, that ain't for me. Much better. That's a good run. I can showcase that one. That was the one. Very nice. Perfect. All right. So we got our build video. We went over all the details. I'm just going to quickly record the non-low HP version. No, I'm not. We're just gonna stick with this one. Heck it. May as well. No reason not to. Give people options, right? Alright. I need to... God damn it. You gotta be quicker than that. Ay, ay, ay. Howdy, Astral. Welcome in. I'm glad you walked in to see the grippening. Alright. I wish to go home. The grippening is a scary point in time. Not sure if you've been on the receiving end of a grippening, but I can safely tell you it is scary. How am I? I'm doing well, Astral, thank you. My time of day so far has been stupendous. How is yours? HP. I said low HP Brahmani. Alright, and then two-headed cow is my normal one. Let's renegade. No, I'll stick with I think Skelly's version of this build is for normal HP. People who are not trying to do low HP. Okay, cool. Alright, let me get my health, because it's gosh dang low rate. That's not fun to record. Hard to see anything when your screen's just going. I don't gotta tell you, you. So we'll have crit damage build and the weak spot build. You think you just got booted out of a game? Oh no. Okay, it's good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Get out! Okay. Start recording. Cool. Alright, so there are two versions. This is the weak spot version of the build. Again, Brahmani, frugal, double weak spot damage though. You can use a stabilized style as well, but frugal, I think just gives you more damage. But they're both good. I'm still using boomerang bullet. Other option that you have is multi-bounce, which is better for weak spot in my opinion. That's a lie. I prefer boom. There's two mod options, boomerang bullet and multi-bounce. Multi-bounce gives you more damage for bounce. Boomerang bullet gives you more opportunity to do the bounce in the first place. I'm using DE50 Wildfire in my offhand. Vulnerability amplifier. Still using the long axe with final territory. Armor is 2 pieces of Bastille, 3 pieces of Renegade. So on my helmet, using momentum up, spot damage, weapon damage, damage against enemy types, and magazine capacity or reload speed. On my mask, I'm using precision bounce with weapon damage, because again, it's going to be all the same mods throughout the thing. It's just that precision bounce is the only mask mod you want to use. Gloves, I'm using munitions amplifier, because it's more weapon damage. You can also use weak spot amplifier, which is still really strong. being that you only have a chance to hit weak spot as opposed to always hitting weak spot and then losing damage against enemies that don't have a weak spot, I think this is better. Covered advance on the boots. You don't want to be taking damage. Not taking damage gives you the ability to deal more damage, therefore it's good. Quick comeback when using a healing shot and reload your capacity. So if you need to heal, this is a great way at keeping you from being able to. Raffles, you just saw the Kumawink build. If you're going with non-lunar suffix, will it still be good? Yes, Kumawink is very strong. Even if you're choosing to not use lunar, it is really good. I like to build it with 4 pieces of Lone Wolf, and then 1 piece of Bastille to give me more weapon damage when I'm at high HP, because I don't want my health to be low. And then I'll use the Sharp Blade Pants still. Not Sharp Blade, sorry, Tattoo Pant. 10 out of 10. Very highly recommend. Also, welcome in, Raph. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for tuning in from YouTube. It's super cool. I'm really glad to see traction over there. Alright, once again. On the chest piece, I'm using Quick Comeback. Again, just doing weak spot damage, weapon damage. Quick Comeback is nice because if I do have to heal, it'll fully reload my magazine, which is tight. On my pants, I'm using 3 strikes because you reload fairly often. Using 50% bonus weak spot damage. It's nice. Also have the opportunity to just use Munitions Amplifier if you have a good one. That's very strong. Additionally, Reload Rampage might be your best bet in an AoE type situation, such as Securement Silos. Having your magazine reload for you is very good. Alright, there we go. Cool. That has been recorded. We are now ready to go. We can begin editing this video. Howdy, RX. Sorry, I didn't want to build my momentum. I apologize. It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Same mod as you, but no lunar will still work? Yes, absolutely. That won't be a problem at all. I'll swap over to that character real quick because I have to anyhoomst. You're experimenting with smaller mag to see what Critical Surge might do. Critical Surge can be really good. I definitely think it's a single target thing. I'm not sure. I don't think it's very good multi-target, but I begin to wonder about that. I'm questioning my faith in Critical Surge. Alright, Akuma Wink. Okay. So, if you're using non-lunar, then I very, very heavily recommend this setup that I have equipped right now. So, 4 pieces of Lone Wolf, 1 piece of Renegade, and Tattoo Pants. Do I stream on other platforms? Yes, I'm on YouTube, or YouTube, on Twitch as well. Let me send it for you. There you go. I don't know if the link went over on the YouTube side of things, but I realized I sent it on Twitch. Hold please. Give me 1 second. My bad. Here. Video. There you go. Twitch.tv/bathtub. That is where you can find me on Twitch as well. Also, thanks for letting me know my voice was real quiet in there. I wonder why. I'm sure there's a way to fix it. But we'll figure that out. What are we up to tonight? Tonight we are working on our Brahmani build. We're doing a few bits of info. Oh, right. God, I keep forgetting. I have to update this. The category is not entertainment. The category is gaming, and playing one's human. I always forget to update the YouTube information because it never fills it out right. There we go. That's better. I wish it would do that automatically. Convenient. Better? Okay. Alright, so anyway, sorry. Here is what I do for the crit version. I'm using boomerang bullet still because more bounce is more damage. I'm using lunar affixes, of course. If you don't have a lunar affix, momentum up is still your best friend by a mile. If you don't have a lunar affix, enduring shield is very good. Ardent shield is fantastic. This is a really odd. That's my preference. On my mask, I'm still using precision bounce. Why is this one set to be in the trash? Better precision bounce now? How is that? Is that not the exact same thing? I have a hard time believing that is any different. This one's definitely worse. These two are basically the same thing, though. Right? .8, 620, 4.820. Oh, I see the difference. Okay. Gotcha. I figured it out. Okay, anyway, precision bounce, yes. And then crit amplifier because it is by far the best. Oh, thank you for the follow from the bathhouse. Raph, I'm assuming that's you. If that's not you, let me know. Dead shot on the pants because dead shot is just the way to go. It's mod. And then covered advance on the shoes because that's just the way to go. The best. Ruthless Reaper is also really good. Now, you should be, for low HP, you should be using Rush Hour. You hear from YouTube? Perfect. And do you have a preference for how you like your name to be pronounced? I'm probably just going to go with Yongnan. Yong. Nio. Nai. Nai. I actually like Nai a lot. Hold on. We just do Nai. I like that. Alright, so let's do a little damage testing real quick. This is tungsten AP ammo. Slap one of these bad boys down. As you can see, it's very strong. I mean, if I were to put break bounce on right now, of course it'd be way stronger. Because they just have, you know, more health. I don't even think I have a break. I do. Okay, let's just do that. I just have a hard time believing that break bounce is better. Granted, it's not a perfect mod, right? I know that. But I just don't... I don't think break bounce is better. It doesn't do it for me. It doesn't hit right. For me, specifically, to clarify. Currently using SOCR shrapnel. Armor's not much different. No, armor's very similar. So 4 pieces of Lone Wolf, 1 piece of Renegade, and then I use Tattoo Pants for Kumo. Kumo Wink is so good. It is just fantastic. Everything about this weapon I really love. It feels good, you know? Not something I get often from most guns. Am I overdoing my wattage? I can't see how much of my wattage I'm actually using. Hopefully it's enough. I don't know. Shrapnel's not very good. No, it's not. It's really upsetting because shrapnel used to be so incredibly fantastic and I loved it. And I'm sad that it's not nearly as good anymore. Sad day. Sad panda. Still good though. I don't even think it's that shrapnel's bad. I just think it's because it's outclassed. Alright. Why am I here? Yeah. Now we got a bunch more fuel to make more stardust. It's not that shrapnel's bad, everything else just, yeah. Exactly. It's so strong. All the time. Alright, Shrapnel and Bullseye are still good, yeah. That's my problem with Fast Gunner too. Fast Gunner is really strong, but it's single target. And anything that's single target feels like it's just not very good. In my humble onion. Fast Gunner outside of Primal Rage. Ooh, Wolf, I disagree. The R500 is really good. R500 is crazy. It absolutely slaps. From what I've experienced. I do agree that it's weaker than any AoE or elemental build though. Doesn't truly matter that yeah, that's a good point. It just does so much damage. It doesn't care. Frost Vortex, why not? Vortex multiplier. Bad. Both bad. You're just playing whack-a-mole? Yeah, basically, actually. That's a valid point. That's how it feels. Alright, let's throw this together real quick. This video won't take long to edit, because we did most of it really well just now. Which is exciting. And I'm not going to have to cut out nearly as much. And then we can upload our low health crit Brahmini build. You once thought about building Primal, but all you see is low HP builds, so you're not good at that. No shame. Shame in that at all. This Brahmini build that we just made, there's both a normal or a high health and a low health version. And I'm going to put them both into this video. Try to help out people who are like that, because mine really only cater to one type and say, this is the version you should use. Which most people aren't very good with. And that's uninclusive. My humble onion. Let's grab the big highlight from this build, which I think was at the very start of this fight. Right at the very beginning, we just did crazy damage. we'll get new weapons. I would love that. Give me a bow. Please give me a bow. That was it. This right here is where I wanted to show it off. This is where it went hard as hell. Boom. That's where we're starting it. I can much better. That's a good run. Boom, there we go. Alright, that's our start, our showcase start. This one right here. Then the dungeon. Get this right when it starts. I guess I can leave it back. This whole section gets muted. I can at least give you some form of entertainment while we do this. And confirm that whole section does get muted. Alright, let's start right here. I can just pop. There we go. If they put a grappling hook in this game, it's over. It's over. This will be my favorite game of all time. Without question. Like, your boy needs... I need a grappling hook. It make me happy. In a way that I cannot describe. Alright, and now let's speed up this clip. We're gonna do 450% speed to start. It's a very fast clip. Casually just gets a Capcom collab and gives us Dragon's Dogma Monster Hunter mechanics. Dude, if this gets a Monster Hunter collab, it's over, dude. It's over. I'm done. We're good. I don't gotta do nothing else ever again. This is now the only game I'm gonna play for the rest of my life. Clip speed back to 100. Oh, there we go. Can you check the world chat? You think Dragon needs help? Oh, like to help someone around a pro with you. Let's see. Who needs help here? What is happening? A first-person POV bike event? Hell yeah. Oh, sorry. I missed your message there, didn't I? Is it worth to spend the cube thing on bounce keyword effect? I think so, because I like bounce, but that's really up to you. I prefer it for Frost Vortex the most, because it looks kick-ass. Or Fortress Warfare is a one that people really like a lot, too. Dragon, did you need help with running a dungeon? All right. Need this back. That light horizon. That's better. Does this one start right? This one I want to start right. That I should be able to quit. That should sync up, right? Howdy, Sig. I think I did. What program am I using? This is DaVinci. DaVinci is my go-to. There we go. Alright, so that's the first minute 10 seconds is just a showcase. And then we'll go over the actual build itself. That's those two pieces. This one. Let's cut through this real quick. Button. Figure it out. DaVinci's a great program, even the strictly free version. Yep. That's what I'm using. It's nice. Real quick. Now we got our thumbnail on the way. All right. Hammer, Romany. I'm using stabilized calibration with double crit. Frugal is another very good calibration to use if you want to focus on double crit. Boomerang Bullet. This is a controversial pick. There's a couple good options here. Boomerang Bullet is my personal favorite. And also you personal favorite. And also use again, real nitpicky with this one. T-bounce. Bounces is more damage. A lot of bouncing, so it makes sense that you do that. Has my mic been cutting out like that this whole time? Because that's bad. That's real bad. Man, yeah, that cuts out like crazy. Jeez Louise. Not really? Damage. Also, super bullet. Because none of this went through. Bouncing, so it makes sense that you do that damage. Also, super bullet. A lot of bouncing, so it makes sense that you do that. Favorite. And also use multi-bounce. Bounces is more damage. A lot of bouncing, so it makes sense that you do that. Like multi-bounce doesn't even. It just cutting out entirely. That's bad. Boomerang bullet is my personal favorite. And we're just gonna get up whole multi-gun section. That damage. Also, super bullet, which gives you more crit rate and more crit. And more crit damage. Options. Boomerang bullet is my personal favorite, which gives you more crit rate. Oh, whoops. Too much, too far. Too much, too far. Hold on. Maybe the gain is different for the program? Well, it's still OBS. I just hit the start recording button. Is my personal favorite. Also, super bullet, which gives you more crit rate and more crit damage, which is also very good. Brahmini's biggest drawback is that it only has 75% chance to bounce. Brahmini's biggest drawback is that it only has 75% chance to bounce. Ooh, there, and then I want to cut that right there. Actually want to pull that, bring that up here. Up here we're talking about Brahmini. Hammer, Brahmini. I'm using stabilized calibration with a double crit. Frugal is another very good calibration to use. You want to focus on double crit. There we go. Now I can go over Brahmini's biggest drawback. There we go. I want to focus on double crit. Brahmini's biggest drawback is that it only has 75% chance to bounce. Boomerang bullet. This is a controversial pick. There's a couple good options. Boomerang bullet is perfect. Okay, cool. Brahmini's biggest drawback is that it only has a 75% chance to bounce on. Want to get that as close to 100 as possible. I think that is more damage. More bounces is more damage. Secondary weapon, I'm using the bingo. Secondary weapon, I'm using the bingo. Secondary weapon, I'm using the bingo. Rapid shot style. Man, I really have a lot of blank space when I speak. I want to put those out quickly. I want to be stuck on this weapon for too long. Well, this like cutting is rough. I want to get those out quickly. I want to get those out quickly. I want to be stuck on this weapon for too long. Vulnerability amplifier. It is the only mod to use. There is nothing. What? Vulnerability amplifier is the only mod to use. There is nothing else. Am I really just that quiet? I feel like I speak so much louder. I am quiet. What the hell? Okay, how about that? Is that better? I turned myself up tremendously. I feel like I need to re-record most of this. Long axe for my melee weapon. Vulnerability amplifier is the only mod to use. There is nothing else. Yeah, I'm just going to re-record all this, starting from vulnerability amplifier. So we got to the secondary weapon. We got pretty far. That's annoying. Alright, let's run it back. Do it again. Is that why the rando and world chat's acting like a nutcase? What it seems like to me. We're just going to re-record the entire thing. Fine. Fine. God damn it. Someone in world chat's being petty because you kicked them from a team. Went around starting primers after made it clear you're going to a spot, that's all. Really, the most you can do is just block and report. That's just frustrating. People can be real butt suckers sometimes. Putting it nicely. Okay, so I changed my audio. It should be a lot louder now. Sorry that was such a problem. I had no idea. But thank you for letting me know. So now let's record this properly. Hammer Brahmani. Stabilized style, double crit rate calibration. You can also use Frugal. That is additionally very strong. The Brahmani gets the bulk of its damage from the bounce affix, which has a 75% chance to bounce. When it bounces, it hits things. It's pretty nice. Weak spot priority is doubled, which is nice, which means it really only has like a 35-40% chance to hit weak spot. Like just normally. So it's not like you're always going to hit weak spots. You're going to hit weak spots more often though, which is cool. But because you only do it a little bit, you want to stack crit damage, in my opinion. I'm using Boomerang Bullet, which gives me up to a 95% chance to bounce. Excuse me. A 95% chance to bounce will give you tremendously higher damage, in my opinion, than using something like Super Bullet, which is equally very strong, but you're going to not get as many bounces, so it's not as much damage. I'm using the long axe in my offhand. The mod I'm using is Final Territory. Fortress Warfare Ending gives me damage. On my armor, I'm using 2 pieces of Lone Wolf, 3 pieces of Treacherous Tides, Tattoo, Sharp Blade Pants for my key item. Helmet mod, I'm using Momentum Up, focusing on Lunar affixes for crit and weapon damage, and then damage against enemy types. Mask, I'm using Precision Bounce, with bounce damage, bounce crit damage. You can roll suffix modifiers by running public events. On my gloves, I'm using Crit Amplifier to further amplify crit damage. It is delightful. On my shoes, I am using Rush Hour. Less HP means more damage. Let me try that one again, sorry. Also, thank you. I very much appreciate the sub on the YouTube side of things. That's super cool. Alright, so on the boots, I'm using Rush Hour, which gives me increased damage the lower my health is. Which again, crit damage, weapon damage, damage against enemy types. Those are your best bet. Chest piece, I'm using Enduring Shield with Lunar. Pants, I'm using Reload Rampage. Reload Rampage is very good against enemies. Try that again. On my pants, I'm using Reload Rampage. It is great for AoE situations where you're fighting multiple enemies at once. It will reload your magazine when you kill 2 enemies, which you're killing 2 enemies with 1 bullet fairly often thanks to the high damage this gun gives you. For my cradle, I'm using Anti-Phase, which gives me more damage with snipers. Rapid Aid to help me heal when my health is low. Deviant Energy Defense to give me a shield. Tactical combo because I swap weapons and reload often. Heavy strike because we go into Fortress Warfare to deal damage. Deadly combo because as we do bounce, bounce do more damage, bounce do damage good. Bounce rampage because as we do bounce, bounce do more damage, bounce damage good. Steady hand because we activate Fortress Warfare often. For our For our deviation, we're using a level 5 Lunar Oracle Lone Wolf Whisper. This gives us increased weapon damage when it bites things, which is nice. Okay, there we go. We're back. Hello. We have re-recorded.
Hi.
And now it's much nicer.
You're nicer.
Turns out my audio sucked. I fixed it.
Oh, is that because you changed your settings the other day?
Yes, so I changed all of it and now it is tremendously better.
Nice. The Rivals is over.
I understand. We are no longer marveling the rivals.
No. I think I marveled out for a few days.
Hammer Brahmani. Oh, my voice sounds so much better. Goddamn. Thank you for letting me know about my audio, by the way. I really appreciate that. Hammer Brahmani. Stabilized style, double crit rate calibration. You can also use Frugal. That is additionally very strong. Oh, goodness gracious, my voice sounds so much better. I also really like my voice. I've grown really accustomed. I used to hate my voice. I've grown really accustomed to listening to it because I kind of have to, given the nature of the duties in which I do things. You can also use Frugal. That is additionally very strong. The I've gotten really used to it. Brahmani gets the bulk of its damage from the bounce affix, which has a 75% chance to bounce. When it bounces, it hits things. It's pretty nice. Which is nice. Oh yeah, that was good audio. Hits things. It's pretty nice. Weak spot priority is doubled, which is nice. Which means it only has like a 35-40% chance to hit weak spot.
What's up? Re-recording?
Editing. 35-40% chance to hit weak spot.
Brahmani.
Yes. 35. That little section's so funny.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go let Rolly out.
Okay. Thank you. Like a 35. 40. Yes! Yes! That's such a good edit! It's so stupid, it's so simple, it's so funny. It only has like a 35-40% chance. I love little stuff like that so much. Weak spot, like just normally. So it's not like you're always gonna hit weak spots. So it's not like you're always gonna hit weak. No, I gotta listen to the whole thing. Come on now. 35-40% chance to hit weak spot. So it's not like you're always gonna hit weak spots. You're gonna hit weak spots more often though, which is cool. But because you only do it a little bit, you want to stack crit damage. Oh no, I goofed up. Get rid of that, please. Get rid of that, please. How do I get rid of this? Ugh. Keep doing that. I don't know how to get. I don't even know what this is or how to get rid of it. It's like attached to the audio here for some reason. Huh. There, got rid of it. Okay, perfect. So it's not like you're always going to hit weak spots. You're going to hit weak spots more often though, which is cool. But because you only do it a little... It's like a 35-40% chance to hit weak spot. So it's not like you're always going to hit weak spots. You're going to hit weak spots more often. Alar. No, which is cool. But because you only do it a little bit, you want to stack crit damage, in my opinion. I'm using Boomerang Bullet, which gives me up to a 95% chance to bounce. Excuse me. A 95% chance to bounce will give you tremendously higher damage, in my opinion, than using something like Super Bullet, which is equally very strong, but you're gonna not get as many bounces, so it's not as much damage. I'm using... Goodness gracious, that's a lot of cuts. Oh, wrong one. There we go. I'm getting better at this whole cutting thing. A 95% chance to bounce will give you tremendously higher damage, in my opinion, than using something like Super Bullet, which is equally very strong, but you're gonna not get as many bounces, so it's not as much damage. I'm using the long axe in my offhand. The mod I'm using... I'm using the long axe in my offhand. Long pause. Is Final Territory. Fortress Warfare ending gives me damage. On my armor, I'm using 2 pieces of Lone Wolf, 3 pieces of Treacherous Tides, Tattoo, Sharp Blade Pants for my key item. Click, click, boom! Lone Wolf, 3 pieces of Treacherous Tides, Tattoo. Of Treacherous Tides, Sharp Blade Pants for my key item. Helmet mod, I'm using Momentum Up, focusing on Lunar affixes for crit and weapon damage, and the damage against enemy types. Mask, I'm using Precision Bounce, with bounce damage, bounce crit damage. Get rid of all these little gaps. Does modding the long axe actually help with DPS? Yes. Your Final Territory, it gives you a buff when your Fortress Warfare runs out, which stacks with the Cradle buff that gives you Fortress Warfare damage when it runs out. It's really nice. Focusing on Lunar affixes for crit and weapon damage, and then damage against enemy types. Mask, I'm using Precision Bounce with bounce damage, bounce crit damage. You can roll... bounce with bounce damage, bounce crit damage. You can roll suffix modifiers by running public events. Why did I say it like that? Suffix modifiers by running public events. Running public events. Running public events. Running public events. Oh, way too big. Public events. That's a good one. So dumb. On my gloves, I'm using Crit Amplifier. God, I love this. Is amazing. Alright, here we go. Further amplify crit damage. Delightful. Also, I heard that cute little bubble pop sound. Rush hour. Less HP means more damage. Okay, I gotta back up. Hold up, I missed all that. I'm using crit amplifier to further amplify crit damage. Is delightful. On my shoes, I am using rush hour. Less HP. I realize now it came from audio. It didn't come from actual thing. My bad. Is delightful. On my shoes, I am using rush hour. Less HP means more damage. Let me try that one again. Sorry. Also, thank you. I very much appreciate the sub on the YouTube side of things. That's super cool. Alright. So on the boots, I'm using rush hour. Which gives me increased damage the lower my health is. That is true. That is precisely what that does. Good job, me. Which again, crit damage. Alright. Just about done. Weapon damage, damage against enemy types. Those are your best bet. Chest piece. I'm using Enduring Shield. Crit damage, weapon damage, damage against enemy types. Chest piece. I'm using Enduring Shield with Lunar. Pants. I'm using Reload Rampage. Reload Rampage is very good against enemies. Try that again. It's so funny when I'm like, okay, hold on. Reload Rampage is very good against enemies. Try that again. On my pants, I'm using Reload Rampage. It is great for AoE situations where you're fighting multiple enemies at once. It will reload your magazine when you kill 2 enemies, which you kill. Killing 2 enemies with 1 bullet fairly often, thanks to the high damage this gun gives you. For my cradle, I'm using anti. Nice, we're on the cradle. Huge. Phase, which gives me more damage to snipers. Rapid aid to help me heal. Health is low. Deviant energy defense to give me a shield. Tactical combo because I swap weapons and reload often. Heavy strike because we go into fortress warfare to deal damage. Deadly combo because as we do bounce, bounce do more damage, bounce do damage good. Bounce rampage because as we do bounce, bounce do more damage, bounce damage good. Steady hand because we activate fortress warfare often. For our deviation, we're using a level. Let's go back and cut all that. Bump. 5 Oracle Lone Wolf Whisper. This gives us increased weapon damage when it bites things, which is nice. There we go. All right. Well, that's about it. As they say, that right there is all she wrote. That's the information we need. Perfect. All right. Nice. I got audio for this. Hell yeah. Here, my editing items folder. Let's see. Let's see. Let's just use this. I always like this. It's good audio. You can never go wrong with Dogs of War. Slim that down. Hammer Brahmani. God damn it. It's so funny to me. Hammer Brahmani. Stabilized style, double crit rate calibration. You can also use Hammer Brahmani. Stabilized style, double crit rate calibration. You can also use Frugal. That is additionally that should be a good splice. Hammer Brahmani. Why am I doing this the hard way? Just do this, right? Howdy, Ninja. It happened Friday night, but you cleared Zone of Haze. Took 109,458 minutes and 8 seconds. Oh, it would have been great. If you didn't have the additional 8 seconds, I would have been impressed. Hammer Brahmani. Stabilized style, double crit rate calibration. You can also use Frugal. That is additionally very strong. The Brahmani gets the bulk of its damage from the Bounce Affix, which has a 70... Oh, I actually deleted all that. Whoops. That's not good. Hey, so this kind of just taught me, or reminded me a valuable lesson. Let's save this real quick, shall we? You should be more impressed it took 76 days. That's true, that's true. You were only 9 days too late, unfortunately. Hammerhead. Hammer Brahmani. You almost had the funny number. Hey, you know what? The fact that you did it at all, though, you should be happy about that. I am impressed, personally. It's a heck of a feat. I just moved all of this slightly to here and just made this a little bit longer. There we go. Oh, oh, that lines up with the music. Oh, that's satisfying. Wow. Anyway. Hammer Brahmani. Stabilized style, double crit rate calibration. You can also use Frugal, that is additionally very strong. The Brahmani gets the bulk of its damage from the bounce affix, which has a 75% chance to bounce. When it bounces, it hits things. It's pretty nice. Weak spot priority is doubled, which is nice, which means it really only has like a 35-40% chance to hit weak spot. So it's not like you're always going to hit weak spots. You're going to hit weak spots more often though, which is cool. But because you only do it a little bit, you want to stack crit damage, in my opinion. I'm using Boomerang Bullet, which gives you can hear Rolo in the background. That's amazing. A 95% chance to bounce will give you tremendously higher damage, in my opinion, than using something like Super Bullet, which is equally very strong, but you're gonna not get as many bounces, so it's not as much damage. I'm using the Long Axe in my offhand. The mod I'm using is Final Terror. This is good. I don't think we gotta do anything else to this. We got our music, we got our cuts, we got our edits. It explains the build. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. How long is this video? 3 minutes. It's only 3 minutes? Surprising. Alright, so, well, 3:43, so I'll say 4 minute. 4 minute, Hammer Brahmani. Four-minute Hammer Brahmani bounce build. Beautiful. All right. That's it. And that's how you do it. That's how you make a video. Nice and simple. Easy peasy. No need to be wildly overcomplicated with it. I'm sure there's some funny, silly edits I could do, but I just don't think this video warrants the need for it. I could be wrong, but that's how it feels. If I were to add some funny edits, I had an idea. Okay, maybe maybe we can do one. I got an idea. I got an idea. We're just gonna, when this is done, okay, it's done. We're gonna just test this real quick. Yeah, right there. Starting right there. The iDubbbz GIF is like, that's quite big. Howdy, Dart Flare. And then we gotta edit this. I gotta remember how to do that. I think it was filter. It's about bedtime. Sounds good. You have a good night, Hayes. I don't remember what this was. What the option was. Fusion. I think it was fusion. Yeah, there we go. If I control Shift G, Shift There's an option to find color key. Add tool. Oh boy. Control S. No, let's save. Shift S. Shift P. Color corrector, curves, blurs. No, I'm looking for a specific tool. Control T. Shift T. Where was this? The chroma key. Trying to remember where this option is. Is it just under effects? No. Chroma? No. Open infusion. Is it a delta clip? Tool, mat. Yeah, delta gear. There you are. So, get rid of the green. Just do a color picker. Pick screen color. Bop. Okay, get that out of here. Media one. How do I attach you into this? Buh. Oh. Ah. Nope, that didn't work. So that's in the wrong spot then. So I need you to be on here. Aha. Aha. Aw. Thought we had something. What if it goes from here into the media out then? Ah ha ha ha! Hey! We learned something just now. Huge. All right. Yes. That actually works really well. And get the audio for it. This right here.
That's quite big. Impressive.
Oh my god, it's so perfect.
That's quite big.
It's off by just the tiniest little bit.
That's quite big. Impressive.
That's so good.
That's quite big. Impressive.
Let's move this down a little bit.
That's quite big. Impressive.
That's so good. All right. That's how we're exporting it. Just going to redo that real quick. Okay, cool. Now let's make a thumbnail real quick. Nice and easy. So we got our image before. The snip tool. Big shouts to the snip tool for always coming in clutch like that. I appreciate it. Let's make this image a little bit smaller, because that is a little too large for our abilities here. There we go. Now it's nice and small. Beautiful. Let's do 120 point font. This gun slaps. Just keep it nice. We'll keep it nice and simple. This gun slaps. Great for silos and monos. Does that work? Yes, it does. Great for silos and monos. Nice and simple. Alright, 4-minute hammer Romney thumbnail. Save, close, That's done. Get that out of here. That's done. Let's upload this video, shall we? Heck yeah. Okay, and then let's run a whole bunch of dungeons and just chill.
Murder time?
Murder time, fun time, yes.
Mhm.
4-minute hammer Brahmini bounce build. It's nice to upload a new build video. I feel like it's been way too long. Feels good. I'm also going to run out to ChatGPT here, and we're going to make a good SEO description on this. All right. All right, here we go. Perfect, that works. Here we go. Nope, get out of here. And upload. We made such a good thumbnail, it'd be such a shame to let it go to waste. Brahmini. And good. Perfect. All right. The video is just about live. All right, so it's not quite in HD yet, but boom, there you go. The new video for Brahmini has been uploaded and is now live available for your viewing pleasure. Now, let's go run some gosh dimbadang dungeons. There we go. All right. Dragon, I'll invite you real quick. Oh, I can't. I'm assuming you're already in a party then, Dragon?
I think think Dragon's been doing Prime Wars.
Ah, gotcha. Alright, did you need to run any dungeons in particular?
Me?
Yes.
No. Oh, okay.
Okay, that's fine. Then I will... Let's get that up. Alright, I would like to run some... Delta, or Sigma. There we go. I need to run some Sigma. Right now my gloves mod is mid, and it needs to be better. So Securement Silo, Sigma. I also need to do all the public events because I haven't done those yet. And your boy needs suffix mods, but for now, Sigma. Whoa.
True. I've been extra sleepy today.
Alright, and... Sick backflip, dude. That was crazy. Some of the backflips you can do in this game are just the best. This week's mutation has been refreshed. Indeed, it is a refreshing mutation. Oh my dog, that guy just would not die.
Did the chest open?
No, I'm just killing all the enemies first. I'll loot when I'm dead. I got stockings. Why were Rosetta soldiers holding on to a pair of stockings?
Don't ask questions.
I feel like I should.
Don't question their free time.
I feel like I should. Why are they holding on to stockings? It's weird. What are they doing? It's creepy. Even Rosetta want fabulous legs. That's, you know what? Yeah. That is valid. Is there a certain way to keep your gear to last longer? There is a buff you can get on the
Workbench.
yeah. On the gear workbench you can get a buff to give you an extra 30% gear durability. You scuffed your 20-minute run? Hey, same, me too. That's why I stopped trying. Like, it was such an easy run, and I just scuffed it so bad. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I was very upset about it.
I couldn't get away from a shield.
Well, just don't get hit by it.
Why didn't I think of that?
I don't know.
Are we doing the side area?
Nah, it just takes too long.
Okay. What are we running this for?
Gloves mods. There's a gear bench work buff. Yeah. I don't have... I think I might have a specialization on this character, actually. We can find out.
Oh, explosions.
I don't think I do, but I could be wrong.
I don't remember what ones I have. I end up not even leveling my own. Have I think it's still at 44.
Oh, heck yeah. Easy peasy, nailed it. You had a good 1 minute left with one revive, didn't have time to pull out the wish rocket and you died? Aww. I'm sorry. I fumbled right at the very end. I kept dying to her AoE poison orbs, and they just kept one-shotting me, and I couldn't get away. I don't know how to dodge those, but I've never been able to. It was very sad. It made me a sad panda, can confirm. My damage was the funny number. Let's go. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. I need an energy drink.
But it's too late for that.
I know. I'm addicted to energy. I need more caffeine.
I goofed up.
What'd you do?
Had the wrong gun out. Sad day. Truly.
A lot of explosions.
There was a lot of explosions. I like it.
Thought I killed you.
No. It's just Chuck Testa.
Silly.
Oh, my health is full. That's why my damage is so low. That makes sense. I have full health and sanity. You goose.
I'm using dog, it's not me.
Stay alert. Something doesn't feel right. Avoid direct confrontation. Neutralize with fire.
Oh, of course it's coherent.
Neutralize with fire!
To your position.
I need back.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
I need back. Oh, my turret was immediately killed. I'm so sad.
Oh.
Sad panda.
Hold the defensive line. Hold troops. Stick to your position.
I like how strong the turret is. Another kukri! Hey! A lot of weak spot damage boosts. None that are actually good though. Same thing with the crit bonuses that I got. Those are all also bad. I want to just hit a button real quick and see what happens if I try to craft one. Because now I got enough stuff that I can. Violent. Yeah, violence crit damage. Nope. 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 Good effort. Good effort. It's gonna take me a while to find one that's better than what I currently got. Like, this Brahmini in dungeons is illegal. That is illegally strong.
Follow me and keep your head down.
Oh, boy, David.
Look at all that stagger. He couldn't even get his shield out.
What are you using?
The Brahmini.
What is that?
The bounce.
That's a bounce?
Yeah.
By the time I find an enemy, it's already like either dying or we're about to.
Yeah, Brahmini is crazy strong. Like, my turret just is out here committing murder. Easily. It's insane. The turret alone almost does as much damage as the gun.
That's crazy.
Hello. Oh, goodbye. It's the MG Shadow Shift turret.
Just stand around talking. Get in there.
Shadow Shift is where all the damage is at. So this is a mimetic specialization. You can either get lucky and roll it, or find someone who can crafty them, and I can crafty them. My alt got lucky enough to get a roll for MG Shadow Shift. It's very strong. Or if you can find the memory fragment for it, that'll work too.
I think I have a bunch of memory fragments. I don't remember what they were.
I got a lot of really good memory fragments.
I have
First try, covered advanced precision, weak spot.
backpack expansion and skilled. But I don't even know what that is. Nothing good.
That's New York. Why is New York in Nalcott? I find it crazy that not enough people are talking about that. New York is in Nalcott? Yeah.
Oh, he's healing. You can't pick it up. There we go. Pick it up.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Here, look, I'll show you. It's a picture of it says Manhattan. Right there, Manhattan.
Who's
And that's a picture of New York. What is New York doing in Nalcott?
How the fuck can you read any of it?
Where is Nalcott? Now I'm curious. What are the lore implications of everything happening in New York?
Like every movie?
I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how it makes me feel. Maybe Rosetta's next place to attack was New York? Well then, what the hell is a Nalcott? Still doesn't answer the question of how does this exist in the real world? Is this just an island somewhere? Are we an island boy?
Juggernaut.
Juggernauts.
Juggle nuts.
Nalcott is an island prison. That would make sense. Nalcott being Australia would make so much sense.
Something doesn't feel right. Has an arrow in his fucking head. Yeah, I'm sure.
Storyline says this is an island they detest on. Okay, gotcha. That makes more sense. Okay. I never realized this took place in Earth. I thought this was like a fantasy landscape. But that makes sense. Excuse you.
You're excused.
Rude.
What did I do?
What did I do?
What did I do? Oh, that tickled.
That sounded nuts.
Hmm? Ah, spicy.
Coherence bruiser, more like idiot loser. Got him, dude.
I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking toe.
Don't do that. That's rude.
I was hiding behind a little riot shield.
Fair. Just like the simulations.
Oh god! Just saw a unicorn face in my face. Oh.
Leave my turret alone! I hate you!
Why don't you wait until they die?
Because it's the principle.
I think I need to reapply.
I need backup.
So Fortress Warfare affects your Gatling turret damage.
Oh.
Just like the dog also affects your Gatling turret damage. That was a tremendous amount of damage I was doing on hit. Alright. Mods, conversion, armor, gloves,
Wow.
amplifier, violent. Come now, there's no need to get violent.
Oh, black.
What if you gave me the role I was looking for, though? Wouldn't that be crazy? Perhaps one of these days we shall.
Why is everyone running lead today?
I don't know. I feel like we should run Lee now.
I can.
It won't be hard.
No, it's just long. If we do, we need to run it now. 'Cause it's almost 11.
No, yeah, it's too late, you're right.
Hmm. Does anyone need Stardust Source? Because I'm cooking up like another 16,000 of this and I don't need it all.
Good God.
Well, I had to go transfer. I was gonna go get oil from my alt house, and then my alt house disappeared because I haven't logged in a few days on my alt. So I had to replace it, and all 4 of my
Makes sense.
refineries were full.
Dragon, your eyes lighten up. Yes.
I have plenty.
Plenty.
I have, I think, 10,000 right now on me, and then the rest is still crafting.
Oh, I don't think I ever let Rolo outside.
I did, remember?
Nope, but thank you.
Mhm. That was before I got on with human. Oh
You
my
too,
God.
Skelly. I have 7,000 links. I hear you.
I can't help with that one. Actually, why do I have 800,000 energy links?
Because you don't use them?
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, I'm going to move on to making the next build.
Oh, I got another memory frag. Stardust regulator. Recover 70% of HP. Wow. Oh shit, I forgot about the
Corrosion.
whatever.
Yay! Delightful. Let's do it again.
I don't mind. Oh! Hi! Are you here for the Stardust Source?
Whoa! Ooh, silent Anabasis. Heck yeah.
God damn it, I still have a bunch of stuff in my inventory.
Hell yeah. Oops. Let's see how far we can take this. This reminds me of aim trainers back in the day.
Was I parked on the road? No. Your bike's in the water for me.
Heck yeah.
I'll drop all this.
Give it a
I
look.
can go
Give it a
forward.
look. Probably giving me a bunch of loot for stuff I didn't even know I didn't have yet, too. Which is actually kind of nice.
Oh, no, I was on top of the building. You fell like right over there on top of the garage. That's words.
That's words.
That's how words work.
That's how the words work.
Yeah.
Morning.
What?
Howdy, Luku. What do you think of the new Wish Machine sounds? I love the Wish Machine sounds. That was fun.
Oh.
I like that quite a bit. It was nice.
My brain kept autocorrecting it to washing machine, and I was so confused.
I like how the new washing machine sounds. It's nice.
I'm like, washing machine? What?
I got my swim trunks and my flippy floppies. I'm flipping burgers. You I can go straight flipping copies.
Are we doing anything else tonight?
As of right now, I couldn't tell you. I'm working on getting this set up.
Oh god, my inventory.
No rough. That was totally fine to just use. Okay, let's try that again. Gulpid lore. Shotgun. ACS 12. Here we go.
I'm tired of world chat being broken.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
I'm already bad at watching it, and I feel like I have to consistently go check it. Oh! Wait.
Oh,
Okay, never mind.
wow. We just got so many weapon levels. Sweet Jesus. Let's collect them. Liquid mint camo? What is that? What is liquid mint? That sounds cool. The Alpha Wolf sticker? Ow! That's me. Ow! I'm the Alpha Wolf. What is liquid mint camo? That sounds incredible. Ooh, that does look nice. I like that.
I haven't been playing enough for my battle pass.
It's still not smoldering or fear. Ah, I want this. I want this so bad. It looks so good. Brings back memories of when you were 8 and got an 8-bit Nintendo. Hell yeah. It does sound oddly similar. I would agree, yes. It looks like the skin we got on Delta Force. Interesting. I didn't know that. Delta Force seemed cool. That game definitely looks like it would be hecka fun.
I'm surprised you're not playing Rune tonight. Or playing Dune.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I just wanted to do this. Doing this. Game's fun except when it isn't. That sounds like every shooter, yeah. Valid. Trigger Power Surge. Power Surge can crit. When Power Surge is triggered, crit damage. So you just want to stack crit damage. That's it.
No, actually.
So Power Surge crits, though, it's not that you're dealing... the weapon damage is not affected by the Power Surge crit, is what that sounds like to me. But this also says that too. Oh no, it says right here, attack steal weapon damage is equal to attack damage. This is just Power Surge damage. So I don't think it matters if this is max tier. What does matter is that all of our psi intensity is maxed out to the best it can be. And we're of course using Treacherous Tides. It's almost a 30 psi intensity difference. That does make a difference. We're doing it. Armor conversion, glove, treacherous tides. I need to be level 6. Corrosion's the only shot you accept using. I understand. Now let's calibrate those gloves. I don't have money. Oh no. That's awkward. Hey, does anybody have anything I can sell? The SOCR build definitely looks good. I want to try that one out. I have 6 silver bars. That'll be enough for now. Go make me some chips. I appreciate that, thank you. I'm not gonna say no. Oh, that's okay, Dragon. Skelly's on it. You should spend the rest of the season testing what you're gonna use next season. That's usually what I end up doing. Most of this is just testing to figure out what I'm actually gonna use next time. In case in point, I don't know what key item to use with this. Probably overloaded pants. Can't imagine it would be anything else. Because the only other thing that would work nicely is mayfly goggles, but I don't think that really matters. Mayfly things will keep me shooting, or the overloaded pants will let me keep shooting. I think it's just better. I'm doing the pants and I can't be stopped. How to get lunar mods? You have to, from the hours of 9 p.m. to 3 a.m., you gotta kill stuff to get lunar whispers. And then you can use those lunar whispers to open up chests. Which I did not do nearly enough of because I really don't have much by way of materials as a whole. Nice. Thank you, Skelly. Oh. This would work. That'd be a fun AoE build. So 2 Lone Wolf, 3 Treacherous Tides. Can't imagine it'd be much of anything else. Mod is going to be, of course, a Power Surge mod. I don't really have any... You know, for having all these shock mods, I don't have any really good shock mods. It will not inflict power surge status, so I don't have to worry about that. All that I want to do is stack the ever-loving hell out of shock damage. So, inflicting surge, giving damage is good. Actually, duration would still be really good because it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter if I'm losing duration. I'm still getting 20% increased damage without any of the stipulation. Yeah, that's way better. Static shock is super good for this. This also means I could use, in theory, critical pulse as a secondary, which is nice for when enemies are further away. Helmet. Do I have an elemental momentum up? No, that's fine. I would want an abnormal, or work of proficiency, sorry. That's what it's called. There we go. I forgot I have this busted lunar deviation expert. I know I have a really strong shock mask mod. Yeah, first look for enemies without status, deal more damage. Mine is so strong. I'm going to use Elemental Overload. Rush Hour, of course. I should have a Talents Rush Hour. Yes. I have a... I know I have a Lunar Elemental Critical Rescue, which is good. Do I have any others that are good? Ooh, there we go. The last combo chips take forever. It makes sense. I feel bad. I appreciate you doing that though, thank you. There you are, abnormal increase. Okay, that seems pretty solid. Maximize range. And accuracy. Wow, I have a lot of shotgun skins. Okay. Never feel bad. Then, Skelly, I feel nothing but contempt. How dare you? Also, thank you. Getting rid of a lot of that ammo. Don't need all of this. Assault rifle ammo. I'm out front on your floor. Eats your gifts. Understood. I don't want my floor to eat anything. I appreciate that. Let me get this shotgun ammo on the way real quick. Hello. Thank you. While that cooks, I'm going to go around to each place and sell stuff. Okay. So, tomorrow, I was thinking about doing house tours. I'm interested to know how that sounds. I think it sounds like a great idea, personally. There you are. Could not find the vendor for the life of me. Vendor? Well, actually, I lied. Tomorrow, I think we're going to play more V-Rising. I want to keep playing that. It's very fun. I want to see if I can get this build cooking a little bit. But I'd like to do a little bit more of that. We got into it, and I got a spark. I don't want that spark for that game to go away. I like it quite a bit. Is that so, little kitty? Wow. Wow. Come here. Come on. Come here. Good boy. He just wants cuddles. Hello, kitty.
A little button.
Yeah.
The attention whore.
He just wants some cuddles. He's putting his full body weight into my arm and it's really cute. Is that so, Mr. Kitty?
We should probably start Hangman.
Yep, doing that in a minute. Wow. Goodbye, kitty cat. Let me go sell this stuff to Emma Potter. Run back home.
I'm gonna check my ult and see
I'm gonna check
what
your
pneumatics
alt.
I can grab. Or what I even have. I don't remember.
Hi, kitty. You're being very cute. Alright. Give me my... That was copper bullets. Goodness gracious. Okay. I need... I don't know if I need the doogie, but... Bzz. Bzz. Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't chosen any of my specializations.
I almost forgot to calibrate this. What am I doing? Rapid shot, double elemental. Sounds really nice, but I think I want rapid shot, double crit rate. That's what I'm going to try first. Howdy, coyote. There we go. Rapid shot, double crit rate. Which now puts me at 26% crit rate. 114 status. Let's get our health a little lower. That's probably while using my pairing.
Oh, I got portable charge on my ult. I'll take it.
I also gotta set my cradle up.
Shit. Hey, I got precious metal or combo chipset.
Combo Chimpkin set.
Chimpkin. I can make chimkins. I think I'm gonna do a combo chipset. Cause I could just get materials for that.
Alright, here we go. That is tremendously higher damage now. Nice. Good crit damage. 20k. That hits good. Not bad at all. There it is. Yeah, that's definitely good damage. I think... I feel like there's a lot more I can be doing here. Because I'm not worried about the trigger chance. Trigger chance is fine. Let me look at... this real quick.
Oh, god damn it.
How do I get into the details of the mod? Can't remember. Just waiting for Dune release. You've done all you can in the beta weekend. Yeah, core teams would be cool.
You can only make one combo chipset at a time?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's rough.
But like, why?
Yes. There we go. Alright. Power Surge is considered a status, not an elemental damage. The continuous damage is considered elemental. Status is the initial hit, elemental is the follow-up. Okay, so yeah, we want to stack status damage then. Which actually means you don't want elemental, you want status crit damage. That's weird. Crit damage, status damage is the best. Interesting. Elemental status. Let's do... Whoops. Just search for anything that has status damage, specifically. Interesting. What if we, instead of using...
What you do?
my best. Thinking in a way that's probably bad for me. Oh, that's part of my problem. That makes a huge difference. Yeah, that made a massive difference. Okay. Can't confirm. That was about a 3,000 damage difference right there. Okay, well, that's all I'm worried about trying to do for now. I definitely think there is a much stronger way to do this here. But I'm not sure what that is right now. I'm not too keen on digging in and finding out. Interesting. Crazy. Thank you for the YouTube sub. I appreciate you.
I got really confused. I thought my characters looked so different, but I'm on my alt. It's throwing me off.
Not ideal.
I'm like, wait, when the fuck did I change my hair again?
What? Okay, we'll come back to this tomorrow. I don't really know what the best strategy is here. I'm sure there's something, but I'm gonna kind of look up an idea. But we'll do that tomorrow. For now, let's go play Hangman. Let's call it a night. Oh, too far. Nailed it. Holy recovery. I think it's just because my mods are kind of poopy. I'm sure that's not helping, having poopy mods. Absolute doo-doo dog water, as they say. Is it even possible to roll crit damage and elemental damage? Doesn't matter. I want power surge and shock damage anyway. Power surge, shock damage would be way better. Like this one right here.
Can I help you?
Ooh. Ooh. That's so unfortunate. Why must you taunt me so? I mean, it's better than what I have, but god damn it. 8% versus 4.8% damage and 12% crit damage. That is tremendously stronger.
Wait, can I help you?
But I'm angry about it.
Button's trying to fall asleep on my lap.
No, it's cute.
It would be if he wasn't stepping all over me.
Stabbing on the beach. Stabbing on the beach.
Sir, please remove your asshole from my face.
Oh.
I don't.
A bold sentiment, a bold statement. All right. Actually, it's already 11:16. I apologize. I'm skipping Hangman tonight. We could do it tomorrow. We'll do double tomorrow to make up for today. I hope that you all have a lovely, pleasant evening. I apologize for losing track of time. We are going to go ahead and raid out here. As per usual. Or per usual. It is how we do things. It is the way. If you will. We're gonna go assault our friends here.
Who are you raiding?
Occurred. Grab this message. Get in gear. I'll see you all there. Thank you for being here tonight. I hope you have a lovely time of day. I hope to see you all tomorrow. If you haven't checked it out, we uploaded the new YouTube video, which is super cool. Hop on over in there and take a look. It's in a book, The Reading Rainbow. And if you have anything else you'd like for me to try and build, or any ideas or questions, feel free to ask. You know where to find me. And I hope you have a lovely time of day. So long.
Oh my god, bye!